Hello and welcome to the Surprisingly Sober podcast. I'm Taryn. This is Trevor. Today we have some things to talk about.
Yeah.
I did not review the whiteboard. Other than the bottom one, what else is up there?
Let's give an overview of the podcast real quick. We have to have an intro of some sort.
Yeah, true.
This is the Surprisingly Sober podcast.
One of us
Surprisingly
is sober.
Network.
Yes, the Surprisingly Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, we're going to have a cinematic universe where we're going to do everything.
We should have slapped this.
Yeah, we can slap them after.
Okay. So pretty much one of us is drunk, one of us is not. It's up to you to decide.
We all know who it is. It's the one who's fucking super red already.
Yeah.
I've had half a beer.
Dude, I think it's just like I think it's your hat, honestly.
I think it's just me. I think I'm just naturally pink. I'm very red already.
You're a pretty pink guy.
And the more you talk about it, the pinker I get.
Anyway, your hat's... Yeah, it's mostly just the fact you're in the... something to do with, like, the lighting. I don't know. Anyway, basically it's just a shooting the shit format podcast. You know, there's not really much to say about it.
I like to call it an unhealthy therapy session.
I think it's healthy.
I think psychiatrists will have a field day with this.
Oh, are you gonna start therapy? Like at all? Like
since I was still under my parents' insurance because I'm young and I'm 25. I was still on my parents' insurance, and then they fucking my stepdad got a new job, so I'm not on his insurance anymore. I'm gonna have to get my own through my job. Probably. I think I probably will. I think it's for the best after everything I've been through in my life.
After how kind of emotionally I handled the cheese breakup, I do think I need it. Like, cause
you mean how lack of emotions? No,
it's like I feel like I took it in a way of like I'm not living my life as healthy as I should be. Like it's
that's fair. I see that.
It's hard to explain. Like I was just kind of like I should be handling this different. Like substantially.
How so? So the cheese.
Like
the cheese is your person that you just broke up with. We give people nicknames just so we don't out anyone.
Yeah.
We're not here to.
Some of them are definitely you'll figure it out, but it's fun for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the cheese is a girl, not a Packer.
I did not fuck the holes in the Swiss.
That'd be a fucking job.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, like I was both more upset and less upset than I should be. And it was like this weird, like kind of like polarizing, conflicting emotions to where I was like, I don't think this is like good. Like I think I should be handling this like a bit differently.
Like polarizing that you would be like one extreme and the other, but not like somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Like you'd be sad about it, then you wouldn't give a shit. And you'd be sad about it, and you wouldn't give a shit. That's fair.
Yeah, it was kind of this weird spot I was in where I was like, this doesn't seem healthy. Like this isn't. I don't think this is how I should be processing my emotions.
Does anyone know how to process their emotions?
Probably a therapist.
Yeah, but dude,
they go to therapy as well.
Exactly.
See, I always want to like ask a therapist what therapist they go to and just climb the ladder of therapy till I get to the last final boss therapist who can solve my problems.
The boss? I would have just thought it would be a circle.
Yeah, I know. That
logically
of
colleagues.
It is. Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm probably gonna need to start it. I think with everything that's gone on in my life and how fucking hectic it was, I probably should. This is supposed to be a fun podcast.
Yeah, we're already just like deep diving.
Let's talk about one of our topics that I wanted to talk about. And it's notifications. Notifications on your phone.
Please notify me what you want to talk about.
So, I wanted to talk about this because I'm recently single. I feel like I bring that up all the fucking time.
Yeah. Like, we get it. No one loves you.
God. Oh, that's fair.
I love you.
Yeah, but...
Like, in a gay way, though.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not a gay way. Not a gay way.
Saved it.
Yeah.
So, I get, like... I don't know. I was going through these dating apps. I'm just like, you know what? I feel like I'm just waiting. Like... I'll message a girl or something. I'm just waiting for a reply, and she'll reply back, and then I'll be like, how long do I wait? So you know what I did? I just turned on notifications off on all apps except for like the important ones where I like communicate with people that I regularly do, like Messenger or phone calls and things like that, and messages.
I definitely agree. Whenever like I'm kind of using the dating apps, I'm always like waiting for notifications, like where it's like I'm just kind of like my mind's on it. I'm waiting. The second it shows up, I respond, and I do not understand where do these people go when they like will just like.
Well, that's the thing is I think they have their notifications turned off because I've seen like
Yeah.
girls like I've had a girl like message me. It's like I have notifications turned off. Just text me.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, why do you have
Well, so,
notifications
like,
turned off?
I
How do
have
you do that? Where's that in the settings? I found it.
I have a Smiles on Snapchat, and she'll just take like
Oh, I was like, who the fuck is Smiles?
yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Does she care?
Stop.
Wait, which one was this one?
Because you're like leading on.
I'm trying to remember. All your,
Anyway,
your girls.
I have her added on Snapchat, and she'll take like 20 hours to open and respond.
20 hours?
Yeah.
That's a day.
Yeah. Like, she just will respond like once a day. And from what I can tell, that's just like how she handles using like dating apps. She'll just respond to you once a day, and I'm like, yeah,
that's
fuck
not a
this.
conversation.
Yeah, it's not. And she'll try to continue the conversation from what you said. It's like I don't remember what I said. Yeah.
That's stupid. But I turned the notifications off probably about like 3 days ago. 3-4 days ago.
How's your mental health handling it?
I'm so much better.
Really?
I don't feel like I'm tied to it as much. And I have made
that's
the effort.
my problem. I'm not getting any notifications.
Just even if they're on.
Yeah.
That's sad.
No, I'm getting a few, but
What about old Jimi Hendrix over there? That's her name now.
I literally right swiped.
Like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, like
We found one of our old classmates.
Yeah.
Or he did.
We went to driver's ed together. We sat together.
Yeah.
In the same car.
Did she jerk you off in the car?
Dude, I wish.
She was always weird.
I mean, she
definitely glowed up.
Oh,
like
yeah.
more. Like she was attractive in high school,
yeah.
but she definitely glowed up even more. Like,
oh shit,
you're an attractive woman.
Oh
now.
shit.
Jimi Hendrix.
Our producer dated her.
Yeah, for like 2 minutes.
I don't know. It was for like a hot bit. It was like half school year. Like, do I need to address that at all, or like, it's been like 8 years.
Fuck.
My tummy has to run release. I don't know.
I mean, how old were they? What year was this?
Like 16, 17. It was probably like sophomore, junior.
Oh, that's like the in between. Like if you said freshman, I'd been like, I don't think so.
They're not people yet.
Yeah, freshmen, 14-year-olds aren't people.
Yeah.
But okay. Anyway, yeah. So we'll
address. Well, I feel like we're talking about it.
Well, if that blossoms into anything, honestly,
even if she has to right swipe me back first.
I don't think our producer Derek gives a shit.
Yeah.
He doesn't talk to us anymore.
Yeah, and he's like in a committed relationship now.
I do think that with how the level of best friends that you, I, and him are,
yeah,
I do think it'd be a little bit weird. I definitely would advise against it. I forgot about that too, that they dated.
Yeah.
But that's how insignificant it was.
Yeah. But anyway, did you know that I don't know if I want to call out his name. The third in the other Taryn Derek trio. Like, you know how we had like the kind of like
French fry?
No.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
He was supposed to go on the beach trip with us, and he didn't. Hermit crab.
You got it right, but no, he wasn't invited.
I thought that he was. Because I didn't have a girl, and you guys did, and that he was supposed to be like
maybe
he was supposed to be like
the other
guy, the other third wheel.
But anyway,
fifth wheel.
Derek's current girlfriend pushed for him to stop hanging out with him because like Derek kind of like did that guy thing where like, oh, it's nothing, and so after his ex,
what was nothing?
After his ex cheated on him,
yes,
he kept hanging out with the ex and the new guy.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah,
I know
Derek
that.
was kind of like, whatever. Like, we don't really hang out that much, but like we'll still play video games together. And
that's not cool. That's not cool.
Yeah, and she was like, no, you don't be friends with him.
That's weird. Because I feel like as the current girlfriend in that situation, by telling him to do that, like put some sort of like meaning on that past relationship.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't that make sense? Like, I feel like as the new girl, I'd be like, if you don't care about her, then I don't think it matters. Like,
Yeah.
But
still, like, it's just kind of shitty to do your friend. It wasn't like a thing of like, are you still close, like, with the girl or something? It's like, you shouldn't have friends like that in your life.
Yeah, could you imagine me going, hey, I'm going to go to one of Valhalla's plays?
Oh, or like you're going to go, like, hang out with her. Like, oh, yeah, like,
yeah, we're going to dinner.
Her and her boyfriend hit it off, and I hit it off pretty well, and we're all going out for beers later. Like, it would be like that. Like, oh,
that
yeah,
we're
shitty. Buds. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So,
yeah. Or like I hung out with
Wisconsin.
I was gonna try and think of a fun nickname for the whole trio or quadro. There's 4 of them. I was gonna think of a nickname for them, but I can't think of anything that's not offensive.
Jesus Christ! Let's just call it LGBTQ.
They are pretty much the whole spectrum.
Oh my god.
They got it all.
They one for each letter.
Yep.
So notifications. Yeah, I turned them off and I'm feeling a lot better about myself because I'll just like, oh hey, I should go check that app. Like I went probably like 4 hours today while at work. I shouldn't be doing it at work anyway, but who gives a shit?
Yeah, your job's a joke.
Your job is a fucking joke.
It is a joke.
All jobs are jokes.
Dude, we both work in the customer service industry. Our jobs are jokes.
Customer service is a fucking joke because you people are assholes. God, dude.
Yeah.
You fucking people are such pretentious.
I had a good morning.
Assholes.
I had a good morning.
What happened?
So, I was clocked out, going home, and on my way out, someone was like, "Hey, there's someone like locked in the bathroom." They got like their clothes everywhere. Like they locked themselves in intentionally.
Okay, you know what story you're telling after this one. You're telling that story after this one, but please finish this story.
Oh, Jesus. So, their clothes all over. There's like an iPad on the ground.
Okay, so it's not a homeless person because they have an iPad. Well, I'm just assuming here.
So
iPads you can get pretty much anywhere.
He locked the main... So, it's like a bathroom. It's got 2 stalls and a urinal. Mm-hmm. And he locked the door, like, to the bathroom. You can do it, but, like, I have a key. So
yeah, so you just undo
I just open it. And I just yell like, "Hey, what you doing in here?" And he's like, I'm dressing a wound right now."
Who does that?
And he's like in the stall, and I'm just
like... Can we say like what type of establishment you work at? Because this is weird.
I don't want to say.
Okay.
It's not a fucking doctor's office, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's not a place.
And that's what I said. I was like, "Oh well, this isn't a hospital." So you need to get going. Oh, I'll just be a minute. Okay, 1 minute. Cool.
Time it.
And so I step out, and I have a metal beat stick for arguing with homeless people, and belligerent people. And it's just a long metal rod. It's got like a real heavy part on the end.
It's a mace.
Basically. It's good
without
for
the chain.
It's good for swinging.
Yeah.
It's pretty lightweight, pretty hard. I like it.
It's a mace windu.
It's efficient. Yeah. And so then I open the door again because he's still in there. I'm like, "Hey, you gotta fucking go." I'm like yelling and stuff. He's like, "I'm almost done." And I'm like, "Dude, this isn't a fucking doctor's office. You've been in here since 6:30. It is 8:30 now. You've been here for 2 fucking hours. You need to get the fuck out."
Jesus.
And I just slammed the fucking door. And like 20 seconds later, I see him scurrying out. I'm pretty sure he was doing drugs in there. But like he was
dressing a wound.
Yeah.
That's slang for
an internal wound. But
like what we're doing right now.
Yeah. And so that was just like a little just fun thing. It was annoying that I was not clocked in and getting paid, but yeah. So anyway, the other story.
So the other story at your establishment
is a long one.
Yes, but this was at a different establishment.
Yeah.
I'll
talk about it. So I worked at a grocery store in Southern Oregon in our brief stint of living there.
2 years.
And so the front of the store was all windows. You could just see into the parking lot. And it's 2:30 in the morning, 2:30 a.m. and I'm alone in the store. No people, no floor cleaner like there usually is because he hadn't shown up yet. My other guy called out, so I was alone. Against policy, but I was alone. And so I can see onto the parking lot, and I'm walking by the front, and I see a guy who was a regular homeless crazy that would get every morning. And he's just staring into the store like this way. And I'm over there.
So he's looking the opposite direction.
Yeah, he's looking the opposite way. And I just yell like, hey, we're closed. And this is what he does. So he's looking.
And he slowly looks over to you like a creepy.
And I'm just like, yeah, nope, walked away. And
that is creepy.
Yeah,
that was like that creepy
like he
doll
took
head stare.
too long to turn, and I was like, dude, you're insane. And so I'm keeping an eye on the door, and he's still fucking there. And it's 2:50, 2:55 when our bakery opener
3
shows
in the
up.
morning.
Well, okay, so it's right before 3 because our bakery opener's on at 3. So I go up there because I'm watching the door. I see their headlights as they pull in, and I dash up to the front to open the door for them. I got my metal beat stick by the door at all times. Dude, at any place of work I'm at where I have to deal with the public, I keep a weapon somewhere, like for dealing with irate people. Because I've been in because I'm not allowed to.
What?
It's in the contract that you're not allowed to bring like actual weapons. Like
I thought you meant for something you've done in your past.
Oh no.
I'm not allowed to have a gun or go near schools.
I Dick Cheney'd someone.
I think Dick Cheney should Dick Cheney himself.
Wow. Anyway, so I walk up to the front and immediately just like snap the door open, let them in, and I just look at the guy and I'm like, hey man, we open at 6. Was it 6 or it doesn't matter. And he just looks at me just like wide-eyed, just 6? Yeah, so we're closed for another 3 hours. You have to leave. Thank you for telling me. And I'm like, cool, get out. And I shut the door in his face. And he still was standing there, so I was like, fuck this. Called the local police department, told them. And while I was on the phone with them, he turned and he slowly walked away. I was like, okay, he's fucking leaving. And they described him to a T. I was like, yeah, we got this guy in the parking lot, kind of older. They're like, gray hair, green jacket, like super like wiry, kind of straggly hair, beard. Yeah, we've been dealing with him for the past few weeks now. Like having to answer calls about him.
That's creepy.
Yeah. But like if he's not actually doing anything wrong, because it's not illegal to stand in a parking lot. And it's illegal to loiter, I guess.
I was going to say, yeah, loitering is illegal.
Yeah, but it's not like a big crime, you know? It's not like, oh, we need to put him away in the slammer, you know? Like, it's just a ticket. And
bring back lobotomies.
So he walks away, and I'm like, okay. And so the store opens up. I have to hop in the register because for whatever reason, the checker who's supposed to be in at 6 doesn't know how to show up at 6. So I was in the register, and the dude shows up, and I'm like, perfect. Love this guy. And he walks right over to the Starbucks kiosk and starts immediately being super pervy to the girl working there. She's 17. And so...
And why do you know that, Darren? Are you keeping track of when people turn 18?
I'm keeping track of which people I need to protect in the store from creepy people.
I mean, you should protect everyone. Everyone should be under
If,
your
like,
wing.
someone's, like, in their mid-20s, they can handle themselves.
I think a 17-year-old guy... Well, I don't want to say that. Never mind.
Yeah.
I mean, a 17-year-old guy, I think, can handle himself pretty good.
Yeah.
Because he's probably on a football team.
Yeah, he's got a chance, you know?
You know, he's probably, you know, just been done working out.
Yeah, his dad probably hits him a bit.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, so he's being super
weird.
fucking creepy right off the bat. And I just walk right up from behind him. Oh, hey, man, how's it going? What drink you getting, you know? I'm more of a mocha guy myself, but, you know, like, it's getting pretty hot out lately. I'm down for a frappuccino some days. Like, just being fucking, like, crazy to crazy.
You gotta
like
fight crazy with crazy.
Just this high level of energy that he could not, like wrap his head around.
Have you dated a lot of crazy people? Because you're pretty good at dealing with crazies.
I would say I've only dated one girl who could be arguably crazy.
Which one?
Tattoo face. A girl, girl I broke up with got a tattoo on her face the next day, and I think there's a correlation there.
Yeah. She went full
Anyway,
Mike Tyson.
we can't keep introducing new stories. Well, I'm mid-story with another story. And
It's Inception.
so I'm like, yeah, man, so what are you getting today? He's just... And I'm like, are you getting coffee? Do you drink coffee? Do you drink anything at Starbucks? You know, it's like $5. I understand. That's a lot for a drink, you know? And he's like, I'm just saying good morning. I was like, oh, you've been saying good morning for like 5 minutes now. Good morning's usually a 4-second exchange. And he's just staring at me like, what the fuck is going on?
Okay, I want you to continue your story, but I have something to say afterwards.
Okay.
Just keep going with your story. I know
And so...
It's an awfully long story.
And I'm like, all right, well, you know, you should get to your shopping. And he's, okay. And he walks off into the store. I go back to the register. I'm standing there. He's fucking walking around. I see him like 3 or 4 times. And he gets in line. He doesn't have anything, but he gets in line. And I'm ringing someone up in front of him. But they're shit in a bag. Send them on their way. He comes up to the line. He has nothing in his hands. He has no groceries. He's not buying anything. He just starts talking, but it's in a weird way. It's not like, hey, so lately I've been up to this. Like, he did that in his head while standing there waiting. And then when he finally got to me, just continued the story wherever his head was at. So it'd be like if I just started talking about the story right here and you were just like, wait, what are you talking about, Taryn? Like, you're halfway into a story. Like, that's what he did to me. And I was just like, okay, like, there's no one here. I'll just let him vent his crazy. I don't care if he bothers me. I care if he bothers other people. Like, I'm the manager on duty. I gotta take this one.
Taking one for the team.
Yeah, so I'm just letting him vent his fucking crazy. And a customer comes up behind him. I'm like, hey, man, are you buying any groceries today? Or are you buying anything today? That's what I said. And he kind of... Lately, I've been looking at property in Santa Monica. And I'm like, groceries. Are you buying groceries today? And then, because there's someone in line waiting to buy their groceries. You know, it's a grocery store. And
paying customers.
And he just does not break his eyes away from me this time. He's like, where is your manager? And I'm like, I'm the manager. How can I help you? He's like, will someone else be here? Yeah. 7:30. I'll wait till then. And then stands at the end of my register just watching me ring people up.
For how long?
10 minutes. Easily. And this one customer, real big black dude, is just like, what's this about? Like, he points to the guy, the clearly crazy, like, he's visibly crazy looking. Like, he looks insane. Like, if you saw him in a straight
like a cartoon character.
Yeah, if you saw him in a straitjacket, you'd just be like, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh
man.
And he's just kind of like, what's that about? And he's like, and I was like, oh, just one of the local crazies waiting to talk to my manager. And he's just like, still staring at me. And the produce manager comes in, and he's like a professional, kind of like older looking guy. So he like radiates that manager kind of energy. Porsche.
Oh, was it a Porsche? I thought he
was no, he had both.
Yeah. I'll call him a BMW guy. He's not gonna be.
Yeah.
Not gonna be in the
yeah, he's not gonna watch it. Bob. His name's fucking Bob.
I like Bob.
How many Bobs are? Dude, Bob's cool.
Bob was cool.
Yeah, Bob's like the coolest old man I ever met.
Yeah. Anyway.
So like he goes up to Bob thinking like, oh, this is probably the manager, and Bob does what I do with him, where he like just bees crazy to crazy. He has fun with it. Like, he's just a fun old man. And so the customer goes back over to Starbucks after talking to Bob and starts being creepy again. And I'm like, oh, fuck no. And I just go over there. I'm like, dude, you got to get the fuck out of the store right now. I swear to God, I'm going to call the fucking police if you don't leave right the fuck now. And he's just like, starts yelling back at me. I yell at him. He walks off into the store. And I just grab my phone while looking at him. I'm like, all right, I'm calling the police. And like loudly, I'm like, yeah, so I got this guy here. I called about him this morning, and now he's causing problems in the store. Can you send someone down? Thanks. And he walks into the bathroom. So the cops come in, And I'm like, yeah, he's back through those black doors. He's in the bathroom. This is our only exit. If you guys want to wait here for him or go grab him in the bathroom, they're like, we'll just wait here. We don't want to deal with that. And I was like, all right. So he comes up and like they round the corner perfectly like into him. And they're like, sir, can you please step outside for a second? And just immediately, I didn't fucking do anything. These fucking people have been bothering me all fucking morning. I'm sick of this fucking store. They just treat me like shit every fucking time I come in. And I'm just standing there like, you're pleading your case real well, man. You should have asked for a lawyer. Which also, like, I always hate watching, like, cop shows and shit like that because, like, they always book the guy and he's guilty. But anytime they ask for a lawyer, they get off because, like, you don't know how to talk to the police. You think you know how to talk to the police, you don't know how to talk to the police. Always ask for a lawyer. The second you ask for a lawyer, the cops are just like, fuck, we lost. Like, we're going to lose this one.
Yeah.
Like, all the time. That
they
is
don't
the
have
best.
them dead to rights.
That's the best advice I can give anyone is always ask for a lawyer. You are not smart enough.
Yeah.
You might be smart, but you're smart in different ways. Lawyers are smart for this. So the guy comes out, screams. They arrest him. They take him away. So the cart pusher comes up to the front. Old man, pushing 60. He was the librarian at the Coos Bay Library when I was 4 years old.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, he worked there. Yeah, that was like a weird connection we had. Yeah, bizarre. But that also just puts a tack in how old he is. There's no young people working at a library.
No.
So it's like he was a librarian when I was 4. So he was an old man. Comes up just, someone shit on the walls. I'm like, what? Someone put their butt against the wall and shit all over it. It's everywhere. And I'm like, I think I might know who did it. He just got arrested.
Oh my god.
And he had to go back there and fucking clean it. Poor guy.
Just shit on the wall.
Yeah, he just shit all over the wall.
Okay, so I just want to say this. I think you guys probably deserved it for how you treated him. I think he went back there and purposely shit on the wall. Not because he's crazy. It was because he's like, fuck these guys.
Well, yeah, but fuck him.
Well, he's obviously has mental health issues, and you guys didn't even fucking acknowledge it. You just went straight to, fuck you, old man. Fuck you, you old crazy man.
I feel like I handled it well for as long as I did. I didn't yell at him until he harassed the Starbucks people a second time.
It's mental health is a crazy thing.
Well, honestly, I think he was drugged out. Like, he was like the kind of like fucked up where it's like you did something in like 98 and it never fully left like your brain.
Oh yeah. Permafried.
Yeah. So anyway,
which is the fucking thing. I definitely think it's a thing.
So anyway, fast forward a few days. 3 days to be exact. I'm driving home.
There's shit on the wall.
There's a stoplight near my work, and 2 cars in front of me. It's a little bug, and he's standing next to the window of the car, just talking at the car. I could see their windows were up because of the way like it was like kind of a curved angle. I could see that their windows were up, and he was just standing there staring into the car, talking to the people in this car. They probably can't hear him and probably freaked the fuck out. And I'm just sitting there like, glad it's not me.
And to be honest, it's a VW bug, so it's probably a woman.
Yeah. And it was just like, I feel so bad for these people.
Why don't you go defend her?
That's life.
Wow, that was already a half hour.
Yeah. We're really spanking out this this
Felt like you talked for 20 minutes of that.
Yeah. So you wanted me to tell another story?
Oh
wait, no.
That was the story.
The only thing you brought up was Tattoo Girl, which I don't want to talk about.
She's fucking batshit crazy.
Yeah.
So that was good though. That was mental health related craziness.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel like I could be that guy one day.
Get perma-fried?
Not perma-fried, just be that fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Definitely, if I feel like I met you and you acted like that, I would definitely shit on the walls. You make me do that sometimes in our own house. Just like, I want to go shit in his shower. See how he takes
Dude,
that.
my shower can only handle so much more shit.
Waffle stomp it. Yeah, waffle
You have the
stomp.
bathtub, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you?
Which now I don't fucking need.
Yeah. Do you prefer it like at all? Do you ever take baths?
No.
Do you like to shower in a bathtub, or do you like to like walk in shower like I have?
You know, honestly, I don't think I have showered in like a walk-in shower in a while. So I don't really
Did you have a bath back at Central?
Yeah, we shared that bathroom for a while. Remember, they were both bathtubs.
Oh yeah, they were. Was mine a bath? Yeah, it was.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Dude, I don't remember much about that house.
Yeah, you can also think in pictures, which really bothers me.
Yeah. Well, what I thought about was Moriarty, and I would use the bathtub from time to time.
To fuck in?
Yeah. She would like sit on my lap, and that fat fucking ass. How could you not?
Dude, okay. This fucking girl came in today to my work. She was delivering some tires that we got in. And I was coming back from the bathroom, so I was walking through the parts department. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it not picking up my voice good enough?
Just probably better.
So I was walking back to my area. So I was walking through another department, and she was delivering something in there, and I just saw her.
A baby.
Fucking my baby. Hopefully 9 months, 10 months, 11 months. And she's like, oh, I have a delivery, and then one of the people back there took the delivery from her. And as I'm walking away, I see her. I'm like, holy shit. This is a
fat fucking dumper.
This is a POG, if I've ever seen one. A PAWG. Fat ass white girl. And she was trying to do the Billie Eilish thing. Wearing baggy clothes.
Oh,
she had leggings on, but a big baggy white shirt. And I'm like, you can't hide that fucking fat ass girl.
I could dig that.
I was like, holy shit. And I just turned around and went to my parts guy, and I'm like, can we order more things from her? And he's like, what? I'm like, did you not see that? And he's like, no, I just got back. I'm like, you fucking missed it.
Oh, I have a fun story about missing it. So I had a coworker, like, he's mentally challenged, and he was like throwing this big temper tantrum, and he's spilled something and he had to clean it, and he's throwing this big old temper tantrum.
So he had to clean his own mess?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was like, hey man, I said his name, but hey man, calm down. Like, it's just a spill. It's nothing. I'm sick of this place. I hate being here, okay? It's so annoying. I'm going home. I'm like, no, you're not. You're going to clean up that mess. And then I'll give you something easy where you can't make any messes, okay? But once you're done cleaning that mess, you're going to go do this, okay? And he's throwing this temper tantrum. I'm like, hey, you're going to calm down right now, okay? I'm sick of this tantrum, okay? You're fucking 26, okay? You are my age. Grow up. Stop complaining and get back to work, okay? I don't care about this.
And he is actually mentally challenged.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, he's not like, he just has like a learning disability. But like, you could tell he gets a little bit kind of like more upset.
What constitutes a learning disability? Is that ADHD?
Like, he's told me he has a learning disability. But like, you could tell he gets a little bit like overly emotional, like a lot more than other people. Okay. Like, he just gets like more like kind of just like frustrated. Obviously, he had to freak out over a spill. And then so anyway, I'm just like shaking my head. He walks away after to do the other thing I asked him to do. I'm just shaking my head, and I look over, and one of the cool dudes I work with is standing there. He's got both his headphones in, and I tapped him. I made a joke about what just happened. He's like, "What?" I was like, "You didn't hear that?" He's like, "Hear what?" I just busted up laughing, and I was like, he's like threw a huge temper tantrum, and I yelled at him
like a dad.
Yeah. He was like, "Oh yeah, I missed it."
Oh my
and then
God.
I was like, "Dude, give me a link for those headphones."
Those must be really good fucking headphones.
Yeah, they're in ears too, and I was like, "Dude, it's fucking bananas."
Oh man.
Same guy though, the cool guy. There were these like signs and stuff about like theft and stuff, and he made a joke that we only started putting those up there when he started working there because he's Mexican.
Oh god.
He's fucking hilarious. Like, he's funny.
Wait, what kind of signs would they put up?
Oh, it was just like anti-theft signs, like, you know.
Oh, anti-theft signs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
they only put, okay, that makes
yeah.
sense. Racism.
And
Racism's cool.
He's kind of like this funny in the same way Jackson from the official podcast is, where it's like he doesn't say much, but when he talks, it's hilarious.
Yes.
Like when he chimes in, it's always like,
please come on the podcast
perfect.
to defend yourself, Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson Clark.
Fly down from Australia. I do bloody good Australian accent, mate. I could totally pick up a girl like this.
I saw a girl that said she hated accents in her bio.
She can eat a dick, bait.
But you don't have an accent.
Well, it depends on where you're from.
No, I firmly believe the like West Coast and East Coast, because let's be real, like the Boston accent isn't much of a thing anymore. Like that East Coast accent, like
it depends on if you're from Boston. Like how are you from Southie?
No, like from my understanding and from people I've interacted with, it's hardly a thing. It's more of an older person thing. But if you talk to someone like from Boston or New York in their 20s, they don't talk like that.
There's
they
no
talk
25.
like this.
It's because we have so much like access to the internet and everything, and
like,
everyone just talks like this. They don't have an accent.
I firmly believe this isn't an accent. People who talk like West Coast people, like.
Well, but then you get into like, dude, like, yeah, this is totally an accent.
Yeah, that's different though. Like that's like South California, just like one little.
You mean Southern California? I've never heard anyone call it South
California. I realized it as I said it. Okay.
Dude, where are you from? I'm from South California. Is that next to South Dakota?
Dude, the 2 Dakotas right now are the highest on the COVID list, and I find that funny.
Percentage-wise?
I think it's percentage-wise.
I was gonna say because there's like 6 people in each state.
Yeah, and 4 of them have COVID. Apparently. Yeah. Dude, 500,000 cases in the past week. 500. Yeah. 500,000 on average. 69,000 a day.
I haven't even been paying attention to the numbers because it just feels like we're all gonna die.
Dude, that's fucking insane.
I remember when it was like a big deal when they hit 100,000. That's when I was like seriously watching the news about it, like when I was at home.
Dude, and everyone just went back to normal. We just all decided we won. The White House listed it as one of their accomplishments for the year.
Yeah, I saw that.
Ending COVID.
And it's like, no, it's still going. It's actually getting worse.
Yeah, it's getting significantly worse. We're just better at dealing with it. So I think they're like, oh, well, like the hospitals are like kind of caught up again, and like.
No, in France, they're, well, I mean, that's obviously not the U.S., but in France, they're having a second lockdown now because the hospitals are getting overrun.
Yeah, we'll reach that soon.
Well, yeah, because we just look at Europe, and then that's 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, that's not how time zones work, but yeah.
Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean.
That was funny. Thank you. Thank you, me, for complimenting my joke.
Okay, then.
So what else is on the whiteboard? Notifications, I feel like we...
Yeah, so actually this is kind of funny that you bring this one as voting.
Voting! Ooh.
We voted.
We did.
Well, kind of. We haven't turned in our ballots yet. Because
but we still got time.
We live in Oregon and there's mail-in voting. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't know when this one will go out.
Yeah, so...
Actually, this one we'll probably put out next week on the day of voting because we're going to upload the 2. So, yeah.
Okay.
This one should come out probably the day before.
So we voted.
Yeah, we voted.
Woo!
Yeah, we voted in Oregon, so we just turned in our ballots and it's like
you just want to turn them in tomorrow, just so.
That's what I was gonna do today, but I forgot halfway home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so we voted. Woo!
Yeah.
Who'd you? How do you vote? Do you like vote like you're trying to get it right, or like because I'm trying to win when I vote. Like,
is this like fantasy football? Do I have to pick who's gonna actually win?
Yeah,
because we made a bet. We made a bet. Remember, $20.
I wasn't sure if we actually made that bet. I was going to remake the bet because I wasn't sure if we were joking or if we were serious.
No, I'm serious.
Okay, you're serious. Okay, because I wanted to remake that bet to like re-verify.
This is on camera. I bet you $20 that Trump will win again.
And we are anti-Trump.
Yeah, we are.
Very
I voted
anti-Trump.
for Biden, but I think that there is something out there that he's either going to win in a landslide or he's going to be demolished into thin air. And you vote. You say that Joe Biden's going to win.
Yeah,
which I think Joe Biden. I voted for him.
I think Joe Biden's going to win just because I think COVID is going to be what's going to win this election. Because how just poorly he handled it. Because I feel like
Trump, not Biden.
Yeah, because I feel like the centrist.
But that's the thing is, some people don't think that he handled it badly.
I feel like that's only the Republicans, though. I think the centrist, undecided voter thinks he handled it poorly. And that's who decides the vote. People who are hardcore Trump supporters are always going to be hardcore right-wing voters. That's not going to change.
Don't listen to reason.
Yeah, that's not... And honestly, hardcore left-wing voters don't listen to reason either.
No.
They just are always going to vote the way they vote. Like, I'm probably in that category where I'm always going to vote leftist.
So that brings back to what you were making a joke about. Is like, did you vote for who wins? Like, honestly, the big ticket items, governors, shit like that, presidents, senators, the big ticket federal office, kind of big state government things. That's the one where I'm like, oh yeah, I like this person. I'm going to vote for that one. But then when it comes to like the local shit, I'm just party, Democrat.
Yeah, because I don't know.
And it's like, it is hard. It's difficult to go in and like read each, because honestly, I don't understand most of the shit that they say.
Yeah.
And it's not because I'm dumb.
Like, I wish
that I am dumb. But
maybe we should start this. Just like a simplified database to like, we'll say like their 5 main platforms of like what they stand for like every candidate and like everything like that.
But
like
do you
across.
understand how hard that would be?
Well, I mean, like we'd probably just like have like each state can contribute their own, like get people from
set up a platform.
Yeah.
To do it. Yeah.
Yeah, just a simplified like. Hey,
that'll be
guys.
on the Surprisingly Political podcast. It's part of the SCU.
Oh, Thanksgiving's coming up. That's the time to get drunk and talk about your political beliefs. So.
Yeah.
Are we gonna do a Thanksgiving special, or can I dress up as a turkey and you stuff me?
So your Surprisingly Tasty podcast will be doing something good on Thanksgiving, right?
Sure. I mean, like, it doesn't really fit the format, but sure.
I'm just trying to change the subject from you talking about getting stuffed.
Why? Don't want to get a boner?
Not on camera. Is everyone looking at my boner?
Yeah, I'm trying to wake him up.
Waking up the sleeping dragon.
Wake me up.
It's more like a sleeping naked mole rat, but I hate Linkin Park. Hot take.
That wasn't Linkin Park. That was
Wait. Wake me up inside. Evanescence.
Yeah.
I hate Linkin Park though.
Okay.
But just a hot take.
He's dead, so I don't think he cares.
Well, honestly, there were other people in the band.
Anyone? We talked about it earlier. Singers are the only one that matter in a band.
Oh, we did, yeah.
And Polyphia sings with his guitar. Tim Henson.
You are obsessed with Tim Henson.
Dude, he's the bee's knees.
Yeah, okay. I mean, he's a good guitarist. He's a great guitarist.
Anyone, like, I love it how people were, like, shocked that Chester Bennington killed himself. It's like, did you listen to the music? I'm one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break.
To be honest, I didn't listen to the music.
Oh, come on. You had to have heard.
Well, yeah, I've heard the songs, but it's not like I didn't be like, you know what I could really go through? Is some Linkin Park right now.
That's fair.
It's like, I
mean, like...
That shit, Evanescence, Linkin Park, what is that?
New metal.
Is that what that's called? New metal?
N-U metal.
Yeah, I know.
Like them, Slipknot.
Can we talk about the fact
Disturbed.
that Smash Mouth is ska?
They're not ska.
They're ska.
They're not ska.
They're ska.
They're not.
They're ska.
They don't have trumpet.
I mean...
They're not upbeat enough to be ska. Like, ska...
Somebody once told me the
But that's not... It's somebody once told me, though. Like, he's, like, down more than you're giving him credit for. Like, yeah, if you listen to the Chunk... If you listen to the Chunk No Captain Chunk cover, sure, that's a little bit in the ska pop punk direction.
Okay.
That's a Goonies reference. Their band name.
Yeah, Chunk No Captain Chunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen the Goonies, though.
Me neither.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know how many times I've been to Astoria where that was filmed? I don't give a shit about the Goonies.
Yeah.
There's other movies out there to watch that are good. Not Disney movies. Okay, I don't even want to talk about
Hey, you're a huge Disney movie fan.
No.
You are.
No. I actually asked someone who is obsessed with Disney about this, and they don't count the Star Wars and Marvel movies as Disney. And I'm sorry, ladies.
Was it fucking Pond?
Shut the fuck up.
Was it Pond?
No.
Okay, because she doesn't count as a person anymore.
I didn't.
She hurt my feelings.
She hurt my feelings,
Yeah,
and I wish that she would
feelings.
come back. Please come back.
You need to go to therapy.
I do, but honestly, you know what? I actually I didn't think about her for like most of the day today,
Oh, I'm sorry.
and now you're bringing her up. It was the girl that I went on a couple dates with, and I completely fucked it up by going.
You shit the bed.
I shit on the walls. That's our new level of fucking shitting.
How bad you fuck up today, dude? I shit the wall.
I shit the wall today. But yeah, if you would like to go on another date with me, I would greatly appreciate it, Miss Pond.
You talked to a girl who said Star Wars and Marvel weren't Disney.
Yeah, and then she's like, Halloween Town isn't that great. I'm like, you can go fuck yourself. That's a great movie.
Oh yeah, you told me about this already. Off the cast.
Did I?
Off the pod.
It literally just happened today.
I swear you were talking about Halloween Town then a different
I know that me and Miss Pond were talking about. Dude, girls are upset. Okay, girls. Liking Disney and The Office are not personality traits. Guys, going fishing and wearing camouflage, not personality traits.
Owning a truck, not a personality trait.
Yeah. Riding a motorcycle, not a personality trait.
Riding your best friend, personality trait.
Buying $900 pairs of pants, not a personality trait.
It's more of a mental disability, honestly.
That's fair.
Oh no, I would say both of our things that we just made fun of, riding a motorcycle and buying $900 pants, are personality traits, because they really do say a lot about the person.
Yes, I just explained you and I.
Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, it definitely says a lot about the person. Someone who makes I think 40 to 45 a year, and they buy clothes in the $500 a shirt range. Yeah, that says a lot about the person.
It means he's good with money.
No, it doesn't. It means he skimps on shit that he shouldn't.
And riding a motorcycle definitely means that I'm
suicidal.
Yeah, that's actually what I was trying to get at.
So voting. I think it's important.
No. We're talking about this fucking Disney thing.
Oh, okay.
Girls, it's not okay to think liking Disney is a fucking personality trait.
It's honestly, in my eyes, it's the same as guys who are like, why
Obsessed
don't...
with Apple?
No. Let me talk.
No, you talked for 20 minutes.
Why don't girls like me? I'm a nice guy. It's in that department. It's that's not a personality trait.
Being a nice guy?
Yeah, being nice isn't...
Because everybody's version of nice is different, and you're probably actually not nice. You're probably faking it to try and get a girl, and you're actually just a pretentious asshole who thinks that your dick is a gift, when I promise you, it's not.
Sticking to the quota.
One Bo Burnham quote every episode.
So, yeah, it's just that thing where it's it's so common in both genders to either think The Office and Disney are a personality and being nice is a personality. They're just boring people.
Okay.
They're garbage cans.
Can I ask you this
They're
question?
walking pieces of shit. They deserve to be dragged down to an alley and fucking shot to death.
By Mickey Mouse.
Oh, boy! I was jerking off like he's going to come on him. Shoot a load on him.
They probably like that. They're like, oh, Mickey, give it to me. I'm going to swallow your sparkly load.
The Disney Bukkake.
Oh, Disney Bukkake. That's a fucking sub-porn, or not subreddit. Well, it probably is. But it's definitely a category on Pornhub. I can't talk.
So what were you going to say?
Oh, have you ever met a guy who's obsessed with Disney?
No.
Okay, I knew a guy who he and his wife would go to Disney 3 times a year.
Jesus.
Yeah. She was definitely more obsessed with it.
But he was
but also his wife was pretty hot, so I understand.
Dude, I would I have, but I would 100% fuck the shit out of someone in one of those Disney resort rooms that are thematic.
Would you fuck someone if they're wearing the Minnie Mouse ears?
Oh, dude, I would probably come faster than I've ever came in my life. Now,
but when you come, you have to go, oh boy,
oh boy.
You do that really well.
I mean, I dated a 2 a.m. girl. Remember her?
Oh God.
I
don't understand. Let's not talk about that because that's definitely gonna never get you laid again. Talking about the fact, that you went over to a girl's house at 2 a.m. and fucked her and left.
So we talked about it. Okay. No, we've hung out again since. We've hung out 3 times now.
At 2 a.m.?
No, We've hung out at normal hours
Okay.
since.
Daylight.
Is
She a fucking vampire?
Yeah. She wears cat ears.
Okay, I just want to bring up what I said last night.
And we fuck.
Yeah, I was going to bring up last night what
she doesn't wear them in public.
No, I know. But you asked me a question last night as I was going to bed.
Yeah.
It's like, would you fuck a girl if she wore cat ears out in public? And I'm like, not in public, but in bed, yes.
Yeah.
And like that answer makes complete sense on like a very like weird level. Like, yeah, I'll fuck a girl if she wears cat ears in bed, but not if she does it in public.
Well, yeah,
because
it goes hand in hand with like sexy Halloween costumes. Like the sexy cat has just always been a thing. Like,
but I honestly don't. I think sexy costumes are just stupid.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of this category of like just woman shaming, gatekeeping of like, I'm not like the other girls. I wear this as a Halloween costume instead of just dressing. So it's like, who cares? Are they happy? Are they happy with how they're dressed? Cool. Like, let it be. It's kind of like
Paul McCartney.
Sorry, this is the Surprisingly Sober, not the Surprisingly Music, and we shouldn't talk about the Beatles because they're not music.
I know where you sleep.
Yeah, we share a bed.
I mean, technically, an argument
you can make the
made
argument that you share a bed with me
because we have the same bed frame.
Oh, I was gonna wait. Do you still have my mattress?
No.
Okay, I was gonna make that argument.
Oh no, we got rid of those.
Yeah, that crunchy thing.
Fucking twin bed that you used to fuck on.
Yeah.
Or full. I don't know what it was. Now I have a queen, and it's too big, and I'm lonely.
See, I love it. I like to toss and turn like in the morning.
What do you have, a queen?
Yeah, I have a queen.
But yours is shorter than my bed.
The frame.
The frame, yeah.
Yeah. That mattress is fucking thick.
Well, yours is thick, but it's not as tall as mine. Mine's pretty tall, too.
How tall is yours? 10?
The frame is 10 inches, yeah.
The mattress. How tall is the mattress? Mine's 10.
No, mine's got to be bigger than that. No, it's got to be 10. I don't fucking know.
Oh.
Who gives a shit? No one's ever going to see my bed anyway. I'm alone.
Anyway. So should we move on to the voting. I want to talk more about voting.
Oh yeah, I voted for psilocybin.
I forget what I was going to say about voting.
Probably something dumb.
Oh yeah, so I fucking hate. I'm tired of seeing the people like with the stickers and stuff that are like, I voted early. I voted. And like I personally hate it cuz I don't view voting as like something to be proud of. I think it's just something everyone should do. If you're an adult, I think it should just be required of you.
I think it's to get people to vote because only like 50% of the people vote every year,
and then 100% of the people bitch.
I like that, yeah.
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 And it's like I think it should be like the census where like it's arguably required of everyone. Like I don't understand why it's not. Like, it's just like, hey, you didn't vote last year. We're going to send you, like, a fine in the mail or something. I don't agree with that.
But I definitely think that it should be easy to vote.
Well, I don't think it's... That's a different conversation. But, like, it's just annoying. It's annoying that, like, people are, like, proud to vote. It's like, I'm not proud to vote. Like, it's just something you do.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just always annoying to me that, like, people are so, like, proud to be voting.
Our like, third election.
Yeah. My third, your second.
No.
I turned 18 for an election.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you turned 18 for the 2012 election.
Yeah.
I turned 18 for the I voted in the 2016. Well, I also vote every couple years when there's or every year or whatever. I don't know how often you vote.
So
whenever a ballot shows up,
this is your second major election.
Yeah, whenever a ballot shows up,
you never got to vote for Obama. How's it feel to be racist?
Oh, it feels great. Fucking straight white male over here. I've got it fucking made.
Dude, it was so.
Oh my god,
it was so fun being the only 18-year. So I started school late. I wasn't held back. When I was 5, they asked the 5-year-old, "Do you want to go to school 5 days a week for 6 hours a day?" or do you want to stay home and play with your PlayStation? Or I think I had a Super Nintendo. And I was like, Super Nintendo? What the fuck? Are you like mentally disabled, Mom? Nintendo! So they let me start school a year late.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to talk about being smart? How's your degree coming along?
I got 360 degrees. Ew. That's a math joke. Because that's how many degrees are in a circle. Fuck you and your math degree, bitch.
So
go tear down that engine in the garage and see what happens.
I can tear it down, don't worry. Just get it back together. It's gonna be a whole nother story. I can work. What's the fucking lighting doing? Like, just like it's been dipping down and then going back up.
It's every time you move your arm again.
Yeah, it's changing the white balance. Or the.
I'll just stay like this.
Well, now it's like too bright. Oh well, who cares?
It's because my white arms.
Yeah, wherever the like camera thing is like positioned, like the little square is probably like right there. So we should probably like next time put it like right here in the middle so no one's affecting it, or even like way up here.
We're cutting this part out.
No, we're not. It's fun.
Okay, fine. We're really bad at.
Dude, I'm not cutting out parts in the middle. I'm only cutting off the ends.
Dude, I get really fucking pink. Can we just say one thing? Like if
I already forget what I was going to talk about.
If Cecilia would like to go on a date again, that'd be great.
Got that drunk confidence going.
Oh yeah, I had to get so shit faced the other night to send her that fucking ghosty meme because she ghosted me, and I sent her like so now. Wait, I believe in ghosts. Yeah.
Why?
Because I was very drunk. I was so drunk.
Oh my! I told you to delete her number.
I did after that. I just had to get some of my own self-respect back.
Yeah, I feel like
Scott,
I feel like messaging someone who ghosted you is the opposite of getting self-respect.
Well, you know what? It's about how you spin it, and you're really making me feel bad about myself now. So
good.
That's what we do to each other. We make each other feel bad about ourselves.
Trying to make the fucking.
It's only my white ass arms that do it.
Okay.
Well, you have so much hair on your arms.
It's fine. Just don't worry about it. Yeah, I know I'm a fucking Wookiee. That's fine. What was I gonna talk about?
Legal midgets.
No, there's more I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, I was the only person in our grade who was old enough to vote, and the amount of shit I got from people. Oh, you better not vote for Obama. He's doing this to ruin the country. Like people like fucking fat fuck.
Oh yeah. Oh, lick me. Yeah.
Yeah, like so many people like him, like, oh, Obama's ruining this country.
That's one guy. I can definitely think of all the people in our grade who were definitely pro-Obama.
Oh, yeah.
There was more pro-Obama.
There was definitely a lot of pro-McCain. Rodney? Who was it?
In 2012, it was Romney. Mitt Romney, the Mormon.
Mitt Romney.
Who's now somehow the fucking words of wisdom in the Republican National Convention. It's like, dude, the dude is from a fucking polygamist family. His dad couldn't be president because his dad was born in Mexico on a fucking cult, like, farm or whatever the fuck they're called. Compound. Like, the Romney family is so fucking weird and no one talks about it.
So, legal midgets.
Yeah, so we were talking about this the other day, and I feel like we should talk about this on the podcast, because this was something that was said. It was like that thing, like, oh, Marilyn Manson had 2 ribs removed so he could suck his own dick.
Yeah, like those kind of just, like, fables that are, like everywhere.
Passed around every school. Like, do you remember everyone saying, oh, if you're under 4'11", you're legally a midget? Or a little person. It's not a thing.
Like, there's no legally a midget. You're not getting like a fucking check in the mail because you're legally a midget. You know,
a little
it's
person.
Like, dude, it's midget, okay? Like,
you definitely can't call them dwarves.
Yeah, that's a bit.
But it is called dwarfism, though.
Yeah, but
right?
No, it's like
I'm trying to be respectful.
It's kind of. I feel like midget is like people like it's like the N-word, but I think it's like more accurate to is black. So many people are like, "Oh, that African American person."
Well, they're not all from America.
Yeah, and like fucking someone got offended that they called Finn from Star Wars black instead of African American, and
like he's
John Boyega,
Yeah.
John, yeah. Boyega was like, well, first off, there's no America in Star Wars. He's from space, so he's just black. And I'm from the UK, so I'm not African American either. I'm just black.
Could you imagine all the black people in Star Wars are from Africa? It's
Yeah.
like, that doesn't make any sense. They're
Yeah,
all
there's
the
no
white people.
Africa in space either. But
It's just like there's a planet that's shaped like Africa.
but apparently there is a Boston in space with Bill Burr being a part of the universe.
That is true.
Literally just being,
Ginger as fuck.
yeah, just space Boston.
Yeah, that's who he is as a character.
Um,
Mandalorian, good show.
So good. Oh, it starts up again in a few days.
Friday,
Damn.
October 30th. It's the 28th right now. Let's date this.
Woo. I'd date you.
No, you wouldn't. No one would. But Cecilia could. She knows who she is because I'm calling her that.
Dude, I don't get that reference.
She does. That's all that fucking matters.
You'll tell me after the podcast, right?
Nope. I mean, I will.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you now.
So
Does this make sense?
no.
Okay, fine. I'll tell you later. I thought that would make sense.
No.
I don't want to say the thing because it would also like.
It
people
would
be able
give
to
it would
figure
give
out.
them hints.
Yeah.
We don't want to give hints. It's fun.
I don't like to give away hints. Kill
Dude,
yourself.
we are not good at staying on topic. You're over there.
Yeah. Finger in the wall. At least I'm not shitting on the wall.
Yeah, so legal midgets.
This is like a thing that came up as a kid.
Like people are like, you're not supposed to say midget, it's little person. I feel like that's the same as you're not supposed to say black, you're supposed to say African American. I'm white, black, like it's fine. It's like I don't think it's insulting.
Wait, did you say I'm white and black?
Like I'm white, black, like like it's just like it's the same thing as saying I'm white. Like if like a person's black, it's like
I'm Caucasian.
oh my god, don't be a fucking cunt.
I'm going to be.
But yeah, I don't think midget's offensive. It's more accurately described.
Says the tall man.
Tall person.
Says the heightest.
But no, it's just it's the more accurate description. Where like little
person describes it well too.
Do you know who else are little people?
Elves.
Kids.
Oh shit.
Like they're a little person. Do they have dwarfism? No, they just haven't grown up yet.
Some of them do.
Yeah, they just don't know yet.
You know, we only live
Yeah, I'm sure they know.
We live within like 3 miles of the roll-off farm. I shouldn't have said that.
I don't know what that is.
Little People, Big World.
Oh,
The TV show.
cool.
Yeah, we should go there.
We used to have back at the we already shit the bed here at the Fred Meyer in our hometown. One of them was a regular,
Really?
like from the show.
Why? That seems like a very far place to go.
Maybe like
he lived over there.
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, like he was just a regular. Like I'd see him all the time, and it was
Oh,
just like,
God.
oh.
Definitely, people are gonna find us. They're gonna be a swarm of little people outside our house, saying, "Don't say the M word."
Dude, we live in a 3-story house. Like we wouldn't hear them from the top floor. It'd be like, is there like an ant outside screaming?
You remember that John
Yeah.
Mulaney joke where he's like, you can't say the M word. He's like,
There would be a
I can.
blind of midgets.
There'll be a bunch of them outside. He's like, do you promise?
Because that would be amazing.
John Mulaney's hosting SNL this week.
Yes. And
You think it'll be
who's the music guest?
I don't give a shit. I only care when Jack White was on there.
It was something pretty good. I think.
That's what you think.
Yeah.
But you're usually wrong.
Well, like it was someone like, oh, that's a good guest to go with it.
You know what's funny is the last time John Mulaney hosted, you know who it was?
Hosted.
You know who it was when the last time?
Who did he host with?
Jack White. Huh. Yeah, that's why I was like, why didn't we watch that one?
So,
Probably 'cause
in
it
other
wasn't very
words,
good.
Jack White only goes up when there's a good comedian on stage.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
fair.
I really think Chris Rock's would have been better if Bill Burr was the first guest and Chris was the second guest. Because I feel like Chris didn't want... Did you watch the Chris monologue?
Wait, when did Chris Rock do it?
He was first. He was first episode of the
Oh,
new...
yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then Bill was second.
Yeah.
And I think if Bill would have went first and pushed the boundary as far as he did, Chris would have been more comfortable because you could tell like Chris wanted.
I didn't watch any of the Chris because I honestly did
Oh.
not even realize that he was on it.
Oh, like you could tell he kind of wanted to say some shit, but he didn't. Like he played it real safe.
Well, yeah, because then the white guy had to get up there and fucking push the boundaries.
Well, I feel like Bill's just always going to say what he thinks. Like he's aware of the fact he's uncancelable for saying shit, because like his fans are so in deep with like him being him.
And that's the one thing that I love about Bill Burr is that people don't realize that like he never brings it up, other than in his last special he brought it up once.
Yeah, briefly.
But his wife is black and his kids are black.
Yeah, and
Half
they're
black.
oh, he thinks this way because he made this joke about that, and it's like
No, he doesn't.
he's saying what he thinks is funny.
Yeah. The fucking
And then
it's like the fucking white women thing about them like just sit down next to me and take your talking to.
That was the funniest part.
That was so funny.
And like his longtime best friend is black, Patrice O'Neal.
Who's dead from diabetes.
Probably I think he did 2 full comedy specials. Those 2 comedy specials, he did more than most like big comedians do with their careers. So good.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, Amy Schumer stole most of it, but
She only stole like 3 of the big jokes.
can we just all get over that Amy Schumer was never funny?
Yeah.
Like no one, I don't feel like anyone ever really liked her.
No.
Like, and then it came out
My
that, like,
musty fucking vagina. It's so gross.
I don't
It's
even like it when
thank you.
guys say that shit
Thank
about
you.
their dicks and stuff like that.
Yeah, like that's such an early like Dane Cook kind of humor.
Okay, Dane Cook was funny.
But he definitely had a little bit too much, like, yeah, my huge cock kind of jokes in his early days.
Yeah.
But,
true.
like, he had some of the best bits for, like, our growing up of comedy. But he's definitely the Family Guy of stand-up comedy. Where it's, like, it's funny when you're 14, but if you're still watching it as an adult,
yes.
grow up.
But Employee of the Month is one of the funniest movies ever.
Oh, dude, it's fucking great.
This is an 81 Honda.
How dare you? Dude, classic.
I love that joke.
Dude, working in a grocery store when that movie came out made me feel like a hero. That's how mall cops felt when Paul Blart came out.
Which was not a good movie.
Paul Blart 1 was good.
Paul Blart 1 was
Yeah.
it was no, I watched it well after the hype had come in.
It was,
and I was not overwhelmed.
It was perfectly dorky in my opinion, where it was like, it was so silly but like so cute.
You think I almost said King James. Do you think Kevin James is still coasting off that Paul Blart and Grown Ups money?
Probably.
Yeah.
Like, he's never the funniest part of whatever he's in.
Oh my god.
Like Jared Leto, he's always the worst part of whatever he's in. Because let's face it, Shannon is the leading force of 30 Seconds to Mars. His drums bring life to that music.
Can we just... I think we should end on the Jared Leto thing. That'll lead us into... So we can film the music
I'd really
podcast.
rather not talk about it because I feel like that's... Because it's just an accusation. It's not like...
I know. I think he's fucking weird. The whole Joker thing definitely solidifies that he's batshit crazy.
We can talk about that, but I'd rather not talk about the alleged stuff because it's like, I don't want to like...
It's all alleged.
Yeah. Okay, allegedly he brings underage girls on the tour. Okay, he brings underage girls on the tour bus. That is, like, been seen and, like, confirmed.
Well, let's just say
he's allegedly fucking them. And, like, I mean, like, young.
Hey, where have you heard this? Because you're the one who introduced this to me.
There was a lot of posts about it on Reddit. Like, it was one of those threads, like, what celebrity has skeletons in the closet that you wouldn't expect? And someone said Jared Leto, and they posted, like, this full thing, and they had, like, links and stuff. And I clicked the links, and it was like, oh, yeah, those girls look young. They definitely don't look in the 18 department. Who knows, he may have been on a European tour. It was legal over there.
Yeah, do the Germans even have any fucking restrictions? Seems like you can do anything in Germany.
The
Germans will let you do anything to them.
They're not big fans of vanilla. It's got to be kinky.
It's got to be the kinkiest of
Missionary
stuff.
is actually illegal there.
Yes, we don't like our missionaries since Martin Luther.
I meant missionary style, but yeah.
Oh, yes, that too.
Martin
Martin Luther,
but yeah,
not
so
Martin
yeah,
Luther King Jr.
Yeah.
This Martin Luther was white.
Anyway,
I think. I don't know.
So, yeah, Jared Leto's just a creepy guy. He did the thing like the pranks on the set of a Suicide Squad.
He's giving people like dead mice.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a method actor. No, I think you're just a cunt. Jared Leto, if you don't want to come on the podcast to defend yourself, because I don't want to sit next to a fucking alleged pedophile.
30 Seconds to Mars isn't even that good.
Their first album. I don't even know if it's their first album. The Beautiful Lie album and the album that has Kings and Queen. Good albums. Now he's like trying too hard to be artsy.
I watched their documentary about them going against the record industry, and it was interesting that.
I definitely think they did a lot for alt rock and emo music in terms of like pushing like the boundaries of like how big an emo alt rock band can be.
Okay.
Like it kind of like did a lot for the scene where it was like, oh, we can become famous off of this. Because I feel like one of the biggest things holding back a lot of genres is just the scene gives up because it's like there's no money here. Like we're all poverty stricken because we chose to play this music.
Well, I actually saw a thing about like Green Day and Nirvana, like that era of music, and like people were like, "Oh, you guys are sellouts because now you're making money and all this stuff," and it's like, well, no, we're playing the music that we like, and people are just so happening to like that as well.
Yeah,
like I hate to call people sellouts unless they completely change everything about them.
Yeah, like let's call late current Green Day sellouts. 21 Guns on sellouts.
No. 21st Century Breakdown is their best album.
I don't know if I've listened to it then. I know the Uno Dos Tres sucked.
Which will lead us into our music podcast. Because that is actually, I looked up some interesting tidbits about that.
Let's not talk about this. I have a lot to say.
I know you do.
Yeah.
But their Uno Dos Tres album, okay, I like some of the songs on there, but overall, I would say they're probably not the best. They did release them all at once, and I just felt like, you know, they just like he.
I need to pull this up now on my phone because they put out an album that I thought was absolute dog shit, and if it's 21st Century Breakdown, we're gonna have a fight.
21st Century Breakdown has like Know Your Enemy.
Whichever album had the rip off of their own song.
That doesn't narrow it down at all.
Like, they had, like, She's a Rebel, She's a Saint in one of the songs.
Oh, that was their brand new album, Father of All, that just came out.
Yeah, that one was
that disappointed out of me because that had a couple good songs on it.
Oh, they just released another song?
What is it?
Not That Way Anymore?
Huh. But they have a callback to She's a Rebel.
Yeah.
And She's Dangerous. That's the lyric.
Yeah.
And that ruined that song for me.
Yeah.
It's a great song otherwise. And I'm just like,
it's kind of...
Dude, I never heard a song call back like that other than The Twist by Chubby Checker from the 50s when he has, let's do the twist again. Because he has, let's do the twist, and then let's do the twist again.
Hold on, there was a song by, I'm pretty sure it was Fall Out Boy.
Fuck Fall Out Boy. They've sold out.
Yeah.
they have sold out because they're like doing like they're featuring on other people like they're just like doing it like who's the popular artist right now?
Yeah. I can't.
Brendan Urie did it with Lil Dicky, but that's just me.
I don't know. I feel like when he did the song with Lil Dicky wasn't huge.
I don't know. I don't know anything about Lil Dicky.
He added a lot to the song, and that's important to me. If an artist adds something to the song on their feature, I'm okay with it regardless of like what the genre
don't they all
switches.
Add something?
Well, no, like honestly, in Tessa Violet's Board, Mandy Lead of Mr. Wives adds nothing.
I agree with that. Her part honestly ruins the song. I can't listen to it very often.
Her singing that part changed nothing of the song. It didn't make it better. It didn't make it worse. It literally was just like
it's just different.
It was just having your guitarist sing to me. Like you know, it was like that equivalent.
Okay, now I see what you're saying. Now I totally agree. I like that. I appreciate you. I appreciate you as a human being.
I can't fucking think of it, but I think it was on the same album that Hold Me Tight or Don't. They had like a Taylor Swift reference in one of the songs, and like the second, or not Taylor Swift, Britney Spears, basic white blonde bitch. That was just like,
excuse you. Don't you dare ever defile both of those women.
I think it was Young and Menace. The second like the reference happened, I was just like, oh, I think it's "Oops, I Did It Again" is one of the lines, and I'm like, ugh, God, song ruined. Like it was okay for most of the way, and then it was just this instant like song ruined.
So, yes, there's a fine line that you have to walk on a song between being a song and then having it too meta.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
What did he do in that one?
Oh,
The Rock. That's sampling though. That's like Vanilla Ice's Ice Ice Baby sampling Under Pressure, which he did. They filed a lawsuit. He lost. Like the opening riff that.
Oh, he lost?
Yeah, he has to pay David Bowie and Freddie Mercury, Queen, and whatever.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah. There's a fine line you have to walk in there.
Kind of like One Direction ripping off The Who.
Fuck One Direction. I've never listened to any of their songs.
Like, I think it's like 5 of their songs are like note for note, like even like the sound quality and everything are exact rip-offs of other songs, and they just kept being like, oh, that kind of stuff happens, and it was like big rip-offs, like Should I Stay or Should I Go?
That's The Clash.
Yeah, I'm saying more than one.
Oh.
Bob O'Reilly, The Who.
Oh, really?
Like exactly the same, where it literally sounds like they just copy and pasted it, and we're like, all right, that's in the song now. And then they're like, oh, just these kind of things happen, you know? And because One Direction's huge, they won some of those, I think.
Jesus. But no, there's one song that I like that I think does it the best way. It's a Saint Motel song that I've showed to you.
I don't like them.
It's A Good Song Never Dies. And they go, there's like a...
Don't ever bring them on the music podcast. I will hate that episode.
I can't listen to any of their albums. There's only a couple songs of theirs that I like.
Good.
Good. But there's like a reference they have, you want more hits than Lemonade. Obviously, more hits than Beyonce.
I don't get that, but okay.
Lemonade was an album of hers that came out that for just some reason blew up, even though it's not that great. Even though Jack White is featured on it. And he did do Don't Hurt Yourself cover on Saturday Night Live with Bill Burr, which you should look that up. It was pretty good.
Except for the drummer, because that was just weird.
I like him.
I don't like the drum kit.
Yeah. I just like how he gets into it.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's beside the point. But they have like A Good Song Never Dies, and it's just about them going through and like, you know, like A Good Song Never Dies, blah, blah, blah. And it makes a lot of references to it. It's basically a song about references to other songs.
Yeah.
And they do it perfectly. There's also like the chorus is like, you know, call me when you're Bieber, you know? I think it's funny, you know? It's just, I think they do the meta, they did that meta thing pretty well in that one.
Yeah.
Because there's a fine line you have to walk when you're doing a song, because comedy songs are way different.
And, I mean, like, honestly, any source of, like, art and stuff, like 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street, they walk that line of, like, being meta, but also being, like, just an actual story. Like, they walk that line perfectly.
Oh, that's another one.
Where they're like, yep, we're a buddy cop movie, and we made a sequel. We're making both of these jokes.
That's another one. Though. Like, obviously, if we're going to go, like, Panic at the Disco and Bo Burnham, two of our favorites, are not in the same category.
Yeah.
Like, Panic at the Disco they are, like, music, and then Bo Burnham is comedy.
Yeah.
But I think that I Don't Know How But They Found Me with Nobody Likes the Opening Band somehow did that perfectly.
Oh, yeah. I never even thought about that. Could be a Bo Burnham song.
It could be. That's what I was thinking about. Nobody Likes the Opening Band. And it's somehow perfectly a great song and also funny.
And I feel like a lot of their songs actually do that, where they're, like, being silly.
I think Art Is Dead does it too by Bo Burnham. I think that gets close, but not all the way.
That gets close to being honest music.
Yeah. But if you just listen to Bo Burnham's like piano and stuff, his music, it is like exquisite.
From God's perspective, that is a comedy song. Art Is Dead is close to being just a song.
Yeah. Like,
both of them aren't like ha funny. They're kind of like introspective funny, but in completely different ways.
Yeah.
But Bo's so smart.
He's such a genius.
We need more just Bo content, whether it's Bo movies, Bo stand-up specials.
He needs to come on the podcast to defend himself, his giganticness.
Dude, he wouldn't be able to defend himself from me. I'd be all over him.
He'd be like, "Are you Bo?" And he'd be like, "For show."
I would nut.
And that's how we should end it.
All right.
You would nut if he goes bow for show.
Dude, we didn't even talk about the legal midgets.
Well, it was just a thing that people said in high school or
Yeah,
school,
like,
oh, you're under
legally a
4'11",
midget.
you're legally a midget. It's like, I'm sorry, you're not. That's not a thing.
There's no legal definition of midget.
You're legally dumb, which I think there is a definition.
No.
I don't know. Marilyn Manson can't suck his own dick. He should come on the podcast to show us.
He said in an interview that, because they asked him if it was true, and he was like, if that was true, I wouldn't be here right now.
And that's fair. That is fair, but that also sounds like someone who can suck their own dick and is making excuses.
He's also, he wrote a book, and he said sucking another guy's dick isn't gay, but, like, wearing... I forget what it was. Like, let's say fedora, just for, like, a placeholder, but it wasn't a fedora. But wearing a fedora is gay. And, like, someone questioned him about it. He's like, well, I've done both, and I can confirm which one felt gayer. And it was just like, him as a person. It's just like, God damn, that's funny.
Oh, back in 2016, all the big comedians, Joe Rogan, Bill Burr, did that End of the World podcast on the election.
Yeah, I remember that.
And... who was it that was talking? I think it was like Bert Kreischer or one of the other guys was talking about how they walked backstage while the podcast was going on, and Marilyn Manson was back there just wearing like a polo. And they're like, who is that? I didn't expect Marilyn Manson to just be wearing a polo.
Yeah, dude, Marilyn Manson's the coolest.
He's got some good music.
One of the best things he ever said was he was talking to like some Catholics on like a talk show thing, and they're like having a debate because he's the anti-Catholic.
He's the Antichrist.
He's the Antichrist superstar. And
that was a joke. Way to get it.
Yeah. And he was like talking about how he read the Bible and stuff. And she's like, well, if you read the Bible, then you would, like agree with what I'm saying. He's like, oh, like I like the Bible. I like it like a book, like a storybook, like I forget what he said, but I think it was like Winnie the Pooh or something. Oh my God. And it was just like, oh, that's good.
Does that make Pooh Jesus?
Yeah.
And Tigger's Judas.
And Eeyore's depressed.
Yeah. Eeyore is just representative of our generation.
Yeah.
And we should end on that note.
We were all supposed to be Pooh, but we all ended up being Eeyore.
You still are Pooh. You just shit on the walls.
I just shove honey in my fat fucking ass and don't wear pants.
I don't like wearing pants, and that leads us to our today's sponsors, MeUndies.
Bum.
I wish we were sponsored by MeUndies. Please sponsor us. All right, we need to go.
Yeah, we are.
Signing
off.
See, and the reason we do that is not because we're Reddit nerds, is because we just want to say we are signing off, but just that we are /signing off just sounds funny. And
because we're Reddit nerds.
Yeah, and we're Reddit nerds, which we need to stop being Reddit nerds.
Dude,
Reddit is such a black hole.
Brief 5-second thing. I'm trying to end my phone addiction, and it's really hard.
Me too. That's why I want to talk about the notifications, and that's helping it. Bring it full circle. That's how we do it in the 9-9.
Boom.
Let's go.
R/signing off.